One of Logic 10.5's probably headline features is this new live loops mode. So this is integrated into your normal arrange window. Um, it is definitely taking some inspiration from Ableton Live. There's a lot of similarities in the way it's working. But it's definitely a welcome addition to Logic, and there's some pretty cool stuff you can do with it in terms of composing, jamming, and even live performance, all within Logic. So you can use this by clicking into the screen, or you can also use it with a MIDI controller. So you can actually map these to, say, a launch pad, which you maybe like would have used for Ableton before. It crosses over perfectly nicely into Logic. You can also use it with Logic's own remote app. So there's an iPad, iPhone app which you can get called Logic Remote, and that has a new live loop screen on it, so you can get hands-on control of this, which is really where it shines. To toggle between the views, you have this little function up here. So this one is my normal arrange view. So I can use Logic in this way as I've done since day one. Nothing's changed. We don't even need to worry about the live loops. If I want to use my live loops though, I can click this one. And this will bring up this new window. And this is our live loops window. You can also toggle by pressing Option V. So that goes between the two, or you can press Option B to show both simultaneously. So it's quite useful to know those shortcuts. And then the way it actually works is you just need to hit play and it will play whatever is in that clip. So it's playing this drum beat, and when it gets to the end of the drum beat, it will just loop back around. And that'll last as long as I want it to until I press stop on the clip itself, or stop at the top here. I can bring in other clips simply by clicking them, or the real magic is I can launch scenes by clicking this at the bottom, and this will just play the whole vertical row. Anything horizontal replaces anything vertical can be played at the same time. So I'll play around with these. Okay, scene 2. You can mix and match. Notice how the loop starts after a sort of quantized bars, so you can't actually go wrong. Essentially, if you were like performing with this live or using it to compose with, you shouldn't have too much issues with timing. The quantized start is controlled by this up here. At the moment, it's set to 1 bar, which means it will wait a bar before coming in. If I change it to 2 bars, nothing will come in until 2 bars have elapsed. And this little icon here shows me how long is left of that period. So press play now, and it waits for 2 bars to come in. Wait 2 bars, and that's for individual ones too. You can also press a blank scene to stop everything as well. That way you get a bit more of a musical end rather than just interrupting it by pressing stop here. To import loops, you can simply go to your Apple Loops folder and just drag in. So any of the MIDI loops or audio loops will work. Drag an audio loop to a new track and it will make a new audio track. You can also edit your own ones, so I can put some to record and I could record something in. Just press this record button, it'll give me a click count in and I can play. And if I want to play along with the rest of the track, I could hit play first of all, and then use the record afterwards. So let's wait for 2 bars. Playing. And it'll start playing straight away. Get backspace to delete. Do another bit. If we want to quantize, double click, brings out the piano roll, quantize in my usual way. Or I can quantize live simply by using this quantize here. I can put that to say 16ths, and now anything I play in will be quantized live. So you can kind of get really creative with jamming around ideas just using this live loops. It's really good for songwriting or for trying out different loops in a song. Maybe you want to try a few different drum beats, drag them in with your track, and you can have a listen to see how it sounds. The other cool thing, if I go back to my other view, I can transfer between my arrange view. Say I have, I know this is the verse, this is the chorus, and I like the way it sounds. I can just click and drag on over. So maybe I want these ones as well. I can move this one over here. There we go, both gone. I can still loop as normal in my arrange view. And if I want to go back the other way, I can click and I can drag it in there. So they're really interactive. Depending on which one you hear, it's controlled by this arrow. If I press this, it goes to both. I can go to my left one, I can go to my right one. But if this is lit, it means you will play the arrange page. If this is lit, it means you won't hear it. It will just play whatever you're looping here. So you can kind of toggle between the two and use them as you want to. You can record in, say, your own MIDI. You can also record in your own audio in the same way. Just have a blank audio track, connect to a microphone or a guitar, and you can start looping that as well. If you want to record your performance in, there's a way of doing that. So I'm going to show both of my views. So Option B. And then what I can do is, this record button here will record the performance. So put everything back to the start, make sure everything stops, using the stop button in the bottom right. What I can do now is I can record the performance that I play in. So if I want to queue up a scene to start with, I am going to just control click on this and go queue scene. That means as soon as I hit record, that one will start getting in the queue ready to play. I'm going to hit record with this, and now I'm going to hit record at the top. And this one will start playing. You can see on the right hand side, do number 2. Hit back to 1. To stop, you can press spacebar, which would be a dead stop. Alternatively, just to stop the loops at the end of the loop, we can press a shortcut, which is Command and Return, and that will stop all the cells. But you get to the end of it, which gives you a bit more of a nice musical end. And press stop up here, and I'll see my recorded performance is all in this view. And again, in order to hear it, I need to change the direction arrow. So now, that is my recorded performance, ready to carry on with the mixing or work on the arrangement. Live loops is a really good way of just getting a quick arrangement down. Bung in a load of loops, play around with them. When you're happy with the structure, you can record it into the arrange view for further editing and mixing. One last thing to mention is that Logic actually comes with some built-in templates for live loops. If I go to New from Template, I then get all of these starter grids, and I can pick one of these and I can use it just as a way of playing around with live loops rather than to actually create something from scratch. Hit choose, and it will load up all of the plugins, audio files, and instruments that we need for this particular project. And then from there, you can play around with all the functions that we've been using. So you can hit play on the scenes, you can trigger all these different loops, and just have some fun with it without getting too bogged down in creating anything.